It's your friendly neighborhood yawning cat, and we are here with yet another episode of the Two Broke Girls. Now, after last night, I did want to sort of check out what the relationship status between Taylor and Jayden is, and they are just good friends. That's one of their relationship. This is a solid relationship built on trust and good memories, and I am very glad that that is the sort of relationship that they have, because that's exactly what I've sort of planned. That no matter what kind of slip of judgment Jayden had with sort of giving away a little bit of her attraction towards the same sex, in the end, everything, at least for right now, is still the same. Jayden is still with Sergio, and Taylor is still, with Jamie, and nothing there has changed. So I'm just gonna have her sort of take care of her needs right after she catches a few Z's. And actually, after last night, Jayden just decided to sort of crash on the couch and let Taylor sleep it off, in the bed. She was just sort of, I don't know, like, she didn't want to hog the bed every single time, making her sleep on the couch every single night. So she just thought, you know what, I'm just going to be a good roommate, and I'm going to let Taylor sleep on the bed. And just in case you haven't seen their makeover video, I will put the card up in this video so you would see it, because the girls did receive a makeover. I tried really hard to sort of maintain their styles, but also to give them a little bit of growth, because I feel like Jayden has definitely sort of started to go, because of her repression, towards the direction of sort of trying to fit in, and she's basically copying her mother's style. She is trying to be, very sexy and all, and sort of very feminine, very adult looking like. And Taylor, on the other hand, was just like, you know what, I want to be a bleach blonde. I never had that hair color before. Both of their hairs, actual original hairs, are black, but Taylor has just been experimenting with different colors of hair for very long, and she just decided, you know what, purple is so last year, let me try something else. So her hair actually grew out, and Jayden's hair grew out as well, because she no longer has bangs. So those are the little sort of updates for now. She's going to keep napping, and afterwards, I think, oh crap, we have a dirty plate. I'm gonna have her clean it up. Oh crap, and I just canceled the action. So I'm gonna have her clean up, and then we are going to, since today she is working, I'm going to have her take a day off, when the bell rings. I'm going to take part-time off, and she's actually going to go meet with her mom. They're going to go out for lunch. I'm thinking that's going to be a good choice, and they're going to discuss her life choices. And I feel like she really needs to chat with her mom. She really needs somebody else than Taylor, who basically is supporting her for every decision that she makes. She needs somebody to guide her, and she knows that her mom, the specialist of unhappy marriages, might be the person to ask for advice. This is going to be their first meeting after a really long time, especially after her mother found a lover and is now living with him and her, and Jayden's father. And as for Taylor, she's just gonna have one of those, chill days. We might actually wake her up, make her eat some cheesy bread, and then just gather some, globes, and probably gather some posters if we can find them. Yeah, we're just gonna sell them on Simbe, and gonna earn some extra cash, which is definitely something she's into. I am so into her new look, like the red lip, the dark lips, like she's exposing her femininity just a little bit more, even though she she does dress up more androgynous. And hello, X, yeah, go check out your. Oh, now she's checking out Mitchell Kalani. Look at those looks of those two. They're like, yeah, we're hooking up later. And she's like, I have a baby, but I'm not going to tell you. And Taylor's just passing by like, I'm just running away from the problems. But basically, I think that she, even though she used to dress a little bit more androgynously, now she's just like, coming into terms with her femininity, and she's not, um, it's not to say that androgynous style is somehow inferior to femininity or whatever, but for Taylor personally, she just wants to, be proud of her body that she has. And basically, with Jamie and, the breakup between Zoe and her, she's just letting herself get a little bit, loose and just sort of relax and just let herself be herself, not putting herself into any kind of, frame of mind or whatever. So, yeah, we're gonna have Jayden go to the bathroom. No, Sergio, not right now. We're not gonna go on a date with you until we figure things out. And Jayden definitely wants to have a really good chat with her mom because she's just, I don't know what to tell you. I think she's just very, very, very conflicted as to what is the best choice for her and other people. As we've already discovered in this LP, she's a people pleaser, and it's really difficult for her to distinguish between what's right and wrong because her right and wrong are based on what's right for other people, So she's just gonna get her fun up a little bit, maybe grab some cheesy bread as well, and then go back to watching some TV. I'm just waiting for like her phone jig to ring. Oh, it's only going to ring at 4 p.m. Okay, so we can actually go out with her mom right now. And she's surrounded by strangers. Oh, we're not going to discuss anything with Salim. No. Just join Jayden and watching TV. They're both now nomming. She's gonna clean up the plates. And with Taylor, like after last night, well, actually, it's been a couple of days. It's not, last night, but since their outing, she has really let herself just sort of, dream a little bit. So she's been thinking about what would it be like to be with Jayden. And, she still realizes that she does have a crush on her. But to remedy that, she is going to ask Jamie if we could just click on her. Okay, so I can click on Zoe, but I can't click on Jamie, which is weird. Okay, so let's just pretend that while Jayden is going to go out, Taylor is going to go out with her Jamie, and they're just going to have some, innocent fun. Maybe she's going to invite her over to her place. Who knows? She needs to water the plants. Okay. And we can just travel with Jayden at this point. Okay, guys, so we are here at the Latente Bistro. I think it's the one built by Max's creator or something. So Jayden is just going to straight up request a table outside, and she's just going to chat a little bit with her mom. So she's, of course, as we usually do, we're going to start off all innocent. We're just going to chat about, the weather and about her day and everything, but the point of this conversation today is to figure out what would her mother advise her to do? What is the best thing to do in the situation for Sergio, for the baby, for everybody, basically. Okay, we just got a promotion. That's cool. So we're going to order some fizzy fruity drink. I don't think that's alcoholic. At least I wouldn't suspect it is. And we are going to get some, they should definitely order pizza at their place later, just hang with Taylor and stuff. So she's going to order, what would she crave? I feel like she's craving chili for sure. So she's going to order that, and she's going to take part-time off. We're going to get our thingamajig, sit together, just going to use that interaction just to make sure that her mother joins us. Okay, great. So she joined us at the table. Let's keep the chatting rolling. Okay, so we are going to ask about her day. I like how both of their hairs are tied up and stuff. So she is going to ask about her career, basically. How is it, going? How is the modeling career going and everything? And yeah, she is still a model. So, I mean, her age hasn't stopped her from modeling. There are definitely a lot of models that, even in their old age, are still doing, that job. And she's going to brighten her day. She's going to compliment her outfit because she knows that her mom likes compliments. I mean, who doesn't? And she is going to, if we do have the ability, she is going to share the big news. Share big news. So we're going to share the big news because, oh crap, I don't know where I was. Okay. So, she definitely wants her mother to know about the pregnancy as soon as possible. She wants to get that news out of the way, and her mother is like, wow, okay, that's a news that I wanted to hear about. I mean, I'm glad for you. But what her mother doesn't know is that she doesn't know who the father is, so she's going to reveal that deep secret to her. If they could just do that and not run all over the place. Okay, we're gonna do sit and chat together again. Oh, is she sharing the... Okay, so yeah. So she chose a very weird place. Oh, and this, by the way, is her mother's lover, and it's kind of weird. Maybe she was just making her way here because she wanted to say hi to him, although she probably saw him just a few minutes ago, so it's kind of weird. So she's sharing the big secret, and her mother is just like, what the heck? Well, that's gonna create issues. And I think they're both very aware that this situation isn't something that either of them want to know about. And oh, one more thing. Just in case you're wondering about Jayden's complexion, I made her skin darker in the makeover, and I think I'll talk about that in the makeover because I actually filmed both of those things today. So she just went tanning and stuff. That's why her skin is darker now. I just basically wanted her to have that aspect of, going to sunbathe in Windenburg on the beach with Sergio in her free time during those few days and just catching a tan, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was obviously in the first few months, days of her pregnancy when her belly was not showing at all. So yeah, that's why her skin is a little bit darker now. Okay, so we've got our fizzy fruity drink, so we're just gonna drink. We're gonna eat chili, and we are going to tell our mom all about the situation and how she got really confused between the guys, really confused about who is the best partner for her, Salim or Sergio or no one at all at this point. And oh my god, she got poor quality food. I'm glad Jayden got the good chili. So she wants to chat with her mom and sort of explain the situation, ask for guidance, and of course she's not going to tell her about her sexuality. She's not going to tell her about all the other stuff that her parents don't know about, all the other stuff that they wouldn't agree with and wouldn't be okay with. So she's going to express admiration for her mom and how she has handled her marriage, even though it wasn't perfect, even though the circumstances of her parents' divorce wasn't ideal. At the end, her mother is now happy with the man that she is living with. And for her father's sake, they are still living together so that he would seem, at least in the public eye, still appropriate. And so these these girls of ours are just going to talk. Jayden definitely wants to butter up her mom with compliments and flattery and how, you're so graceful with your marriage. I'm so glad that you're happy. But another thing is that they're going to have another deep conversation about whether she should leave Sergio and just do this on her own. So this is another deep conversation that she needs to have with her mother, and I am just so interested in what they're going to say. And her mother is saying, no, honey. Now, the way that you handle this is you stay with Sergio because he has money and he will provide for your child. Your child is your number one priority right now, and you need to think about his future. And Jayden is like, well, that makes sense. And she's going to talk about, how she doesn't feel anything for Sergio, and it really makes her upset how she would have to be with a person that doesn't make her feel anything at all. He's a good friend and she loves him as a friend, but she doesn't love him as a man. And her mother says, well, honey, those sort of things just sort of tend to figure themselves out with time. But what you need to do is you need to pick out a dress, you need to pick out the flowers and the centerpieces for your wedding, and we need to start planning. And Jayden is basically perplexed how this conversation right here just started and how all of this planning just began without her even knowing that it was going to happen, okay? So she just chatted with her mom and they decided that, this is the best sort of thing that they could do. So she's going to have one more deep conversation and basically ask her mom if she would help her out with looking for the dress and the flowers and just preparing for everything. And she's a little bit worried, and the conversation is getting a little bit stale for her because all her mother is telling her is just repeating the same words. You need to sort of be tough and get over it, and we need to do this. We need to shop for your dress and for flowers. We need to start preparing for the wedding. Sergio will propose the second you tell him that you are pregnant, so let's just do that, shall we? Okay, guys, so we are here at the shop that her mother wanted to take her in. Now, if you're wondering, why is it so small and kind of dingy looking? Well, that's because it's sort of a little shop that not a lot of people go to. It's very exclusive and it's very, it's definitely for somebody in the upper class. But one more thing that it is, it's very discreet. It's a very discreet shop for brides, and it only takes one bride at a time, especially into this part of the store. So if one bride is already picking out a dress, another bride is never allowed to go into this room. So her mother, Jayden's mother, basically wants her daughter to feel as safe and as sort of secure in the situation as she possibly can. And for some reason, none of these are for sale. So that's weird. Okay. So basically, they're just going to go here together. And they are going to check out some flowers. So, I mean, we could just, admire these flowers together. Because their plan is to just start preparing for Jayden's wedding. Now, Jayden didn't think that this is how her evening after them grabbing some dinner is going to end. She definitely did not suspect this, but, things are the way they are. And even though she can't possibly buy anything from here right now, they're admiring these flowers right here. They're sort of figuring the combination. They definitely want some green in the wedding. They definitely want some purple, but like pinkish purple, because that's Jayden's favorite color. So her mother is definitely thinking that, that's the kind of color scheme that they are going to go for. And they're just going to go sort of talk a little bit. They're going to talk about their day and just how Jayden definitely did not expect this to go so far. And her mother is like, well, planning a wedding can go from, a week to a year. So we need to start as soon as possible. We don't know how long, Sergio will take to make the arrangements and everything. So us girls, we need to start sooner than later. And Jayden is like, well, I get that now. I get why we need to be here right now. And her people pleaser nature is kicking in, definitely. She's doing what her mother wants her to do. And they're just going to go here together into the private room where nobody else can go right now because they are here. And we are definitely, let's just pretend that this door is lockable and it is locked. Nobody else can enter. And Jayden is just going to, oh, okay, so you can purchase stuff, okay. So she will try this outfit on, and she's just feeling like a big blob. She's just like, that hair clipping though. She's just like, no, I hate this dress. The jewelry is tacky, the hair is tacky. Let me look for other kinds of outfits. And she's just going to check them out, and we guys are going to check them out together. So we are here in the cast sort of part of this video, and we are going to check out what kind of outfit Jayden will be wearing for her wedding. Now, will she have a tummy? Will she be, will she be getting married after she's had the baby? Nobody knows, but let's just start checking out the dresses, shall we? So this one is definitely very simple, very, very simple. This one looks like a grandma would wear it, but it's definitely not Taylor's cup of tea. And this one is cute. It's cute. It's poofy. It's definitely something her mother would love. Her mother got married in a dress just like this, with like this big poofy skirt and a tight corset, and just accentuating all of her parts. And Jayden has never thought about what she would like to get married in. So, I mean, this is definitely an experience for her. Now, this is very elegant, but very simple. Maybe a little bit too simple. Let's go further, check out more dresses. This one's ugly. Like, seriously. No, like, no matter which swatch you choose, they're just... yeah, no. Okay. This one doesn't, I think, have a light swatch, and the black part is definitely not appealing to me. Pink, no. This one, maybe it's a little bit too much, but not too much. I don't know how to put it, but this one, I don't feel like she would like to cover herself up that much. This one, I should start deleting these because some of these are just way too revealing. Now this one, I hate how low this part is. I don't think it should be that low. Oh, this one's very cute. Very, very mature though. I feel like her hair would definitely have to be different for that one. This one is a little bit too short. Definitely not classy. This one we've used in the Black Widow challenge. This one is beautiful, but like the skirt, like it kind of even hides the belly a little bit, so it's just like part of the skirt and everything. And just in case some of you are like, oh, this is way too alpha, I'm sorry, but wedding dresses are really difficult to find, and there aren't a lot of like Maxis match ones, so please forgive me. And I really like this one. It's very, very pretty. It's very classy. Very nice. I really, really like this one. And I think Jayden is definitely feeling this one. Let's check out if we have more. I see that one of them is very transparent. Yeah, we're not going to go for that. This one, it's simple. It's just a little bit too simple. Jayden wants to show off her curves. She has them. She can show them off. And this one is way too baggy for her. So I think we've got a winner, guys. I think we've got a winner. And of course, her mother is paying for this. She's not going to let her daughter, spend thousands of simoleons on a wedding dress. She's picking out the shoes as well, even though you can't even see them. And I mean, let's pick some accessories as well, as long as we're here. Thinking about these earrings, the glamour stuff pack, I mean, it had good earrings and really good like items. I was never a fan of the hair, well, except for the one with the brooch, but the other one, like the curly hair one, no, not enough hair in the back. But these earrings though could go, but at the same time maybe she would go for something a little bit more subtle, and then she could go for a necklace. We could go for a sparkly one. I think I've got some of those here somewhere. So we've got a sparkly choker. It might be a little bit too much, but what's too much, let's try the white choker from here. No, and then there's no bow in white. We do have this. Oh yes, although I don't know, maybe we should just show off her neck as it is, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do her hair and her makeup later, guys. It's not going to take up all of this episode today, but I definitely want to buy the accessories and the dress today because her mother's paying for it, and that's the biggest expense. Well, obviously the wedding is going to be paid for by Sergio. Her mom is just going to talk him into it if he's not going to be into it. But I feel like this is perfect. I feel like this is a really good combination, like the choker and the tiny earrings with like those are real diamonds. That's why I'm saying her mother really needs to sort of she's cashing in her love right now for her daughter and just sort of spending it. So I'm thinking this is perfect. And let's just say yes to the dress. Okay, so they are done with shopping. Obviously right now when they're done shopping and they're almost leaving, other people are allowed to be here, but she's just gonna go here with her mom and she's going to hug her and just sort of thank her for today. So she's going to have a deep conversation where she's going to tell her mom that she's super thankful for everything that she's done for her today. And she's just going to give her a nice big hug and sort of, say goodbye for today. And I feel like she's just she was just pointing on her fingers like, I'm thankful for so many things today. Really glad you're here, Mom. And they're having a little moment. And I'm just so happy that they are because, her and her mom have not gotten along since the divorce because, Jayden did feel like it was her mother's fault that all of this happened between her and Jayden's father, but she now realizes that their relationships can be a lot more complicated than it seems. So she's just going to go home and sort of chill. And yeah, guys, who knows what will happen afterwards. We're just going to take care of her needs and see what happens. Okay, so we are going to knock on his door and we are going to tell him right now that we are pregnant. We're just gonna share the big news. You know what? We're gonna throw in a little kiss before we do that, just to sort of solidify the security of their relationship. They're just doing it behind some bushes on his own land. Okay, sure, girl. Okay, so they are making out, hot making out. Her head is definitely bigger than his, but anyway, she is going to tell him the big news, guys, and she's not scared. I mean, she's petrified, but it has to be said. And he's just like, oh, he's upset. He is upset. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, did you see that reaction? He got upset that she is pregnant. Oh my God. Okay, guys, so we are switching a little bit in this episode, and right now, after Sergio found out that she is pregnant, he is having a tense moodlet. Troubling news from hates children trait. Dismayed after learning that a baby is on the way. So of course, he doesn't know right now whether it's his or, somebody else's, but he hates children. And Jayden knew that. Jayden knew that he hates children, but she didn't think that he would react this way. And for now, she doesn't really know how he's reacting. All she saw was, him just sort of crying a little bit. And she's not sure if it's, good cry, bad cry. She's not sure. But Sergio knows that in his family, there's no such thing as hating children. So he is going to embrace Jayden. He's going to give her the most biggest hug ever. And he is going to make his way. Oh, crap. I should add her to our group. Okay. I'm going to add her to our group just so we would travel together. So they are going to go somewhere. They're going to go here together. Okay. Okay. Don't shout forbidden words. Thank you. Okay. And now that they are here. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, yes. I like the way that they're standing next to each other. But if you see their faces, she's just like, I am not sure what's going on. And he's like, I hate that you are pregnant. I wish you weren't. But he knows what he has to do. He knows what is appropriate in his family. So he's going to caress her cheek and he is going to express his fondness because he does care for her deeply. And at the same point, he is kind of blaming himself because he was the one who pressured her into having woohoo with him in the first place. So, he's going to caress her cheek. He's going to express how dear she is to him. And then, you know it, guys. You know it. There's no other way but this way. He's going to propose to her because his family, his parents, would never in a million years accept him having a child out of wedlock. So here you go. He's proposing, she's accepting. She's just like, oh my God, it's just like my mother said. He is going to propose the second I tell him that I'm pregnant. This is so great for the child. And she's happy. And I think she's mostly happy because for the security of her child and just the fact that now she won't have to be scared whether, her child will starve or something. So she's just feeling really good that, the plan that her mother had for her and Sergio is working out. And she's just so happy that they are together. And guys, we are going to end this episode here. I know what you're thinking. Oh no, but this was so much fun. I know, it was so much fun, but all good things must come to an end. And honestly, there's a lot more that's going to happen in this LP, and I am torn between options, whether we're gonna pick the bad outcome or the good outcome depending on what the situation is going to be like. So I just don't want to put too much into an episode, just to at the same time have you interested, and on the other side to just have you sort of discover these little things, piece by piece. So guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I did enjoy filming it for sure. I'm just going to take one more snapshot because, can I just tell you that this is probably, I have 3 LPs going on right now, but one of them is the Black Widow Challenge, and it's cool, but the Single Mom Challenge and the Two Bro Girls Challenge, the Single Mom LP and Two Bro Girls LP are probably my most favorite to film, just because I put so much effort and heart into them. So I hope you guys enjoy them as well. And if you have any suggestions, any guesses on the gender of the baby, on what kind of name you want to give him or her, what kind of future you see for Sergio and Jayden, give me the suggestions, because maybe I'll change my LP the way that you see is better, because as long as I have your ideas, I have options, and if I don't have your ideas, then I don't know what to pick, so I just make my own choices. Okay, anyway, that was confusing. So thank you guys so much for watching yet again, and I want to tell you that if you like this video, then please leave a like below, because it's cool to do that. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel just yet, then please do, because it would mean the world to me. And at this point of filming, I have 18 subscribers, and I love you guys, all of you. Just mwah, you get a kiss from me at this point, because you're all so great and lovely and everything. So see you guys soon. Bye.